second.
No worries, Mams. Can we go to Shaft, if that's okay?
Yo, 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 how you doing, mams?
Pretty good, Shafts. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
How's the
So
graphic design stuff going?
it's going great, man. It's going great. I have a dream to achieve, and I have to work hard towards that. So you know,
That's the best attitude to have. Good. Keep it
yeah.
up.
Thank you, mams. I appreciate you. So my question for you is, I actually tweeted about this not too long ago, but I was thinking that maybe we should have fan and media questions during future press conferences on Misfits. Um, I think it would bring something new to the pressers, and I think it would give, some of the fans of the fighters to talk to their fighter and give them questions. So I was just wondering, do you think we could ever see that?
I think we've done that once or twice, haven't we? We've done that at least once. We should do that on every show, where at least the press have questions. I'm not sure if yeah, and if fans are in the room, then yeah, some of the press conferences are accessible to some fans and some aren't. So if you're in the room, then you should be able to ask a question. I think that's logical and it makes it interesting.
All right, thank you, Mims.
Sure.
Can we go to Nigel?
Yo, what's good, Mams?
What's up, Nigel?
Um, Misfits 015. Is that
Yeah,
do you have a location for that yet?
we do.
Are you able to drop it?
Um, you know what? I'm feeling generous. We've got two back to back. Oh, sure. No, 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 no. Let me refer. I'm going to
Yeah,
get in trouble. All right. So 15 is going to be in Houston, Texas.
for sure, for sure. Hey, y'all got a main event for that yet?
Yeah.
For sure.
It's going to be crazy. Um, but I will tell you guys that one of the tournament matches will be a co-main event for that card for the cruiserweight tournament.
All right, for sure. And I got one more question since I got you here right now.
Go ahead.
You think I can get a follow back?
Yeah.
All right, for
Um,
sure.
hold on. Let me find you again. There you go.
All right, for sure. I appreciate it. And I'm just gonna let you know right now. And
Hmm.
get me up in there. Get me up in there with the fan, man. The fan was talking crazy to me like a year ago.
Ah,
He
stop
was
it,
talking. I was
bro.
gonna
Okay.
say he was
Stop it.
talking crazy to me.
Stop it, man. We
Lesnar
don't
was
want to
talking
hear
Alright.
that.
crazy to me. If any of them motherfuckers want it, they can get it. I've gone from 365 pounds to 310 pounds in the last 5 months. If any of them want it, they can get that
Crazy.
shit. That's all I got to say. I appreciate you, man.
All
I
right.
kick
Take
this
care.
clout.
Take care.
Ma'am, speaking of tournaments, with the Yachty Gang TV and Cray Cray fight, when could we expect to see that one?
Um, you're gonna see that very soon. You're gonna see all of the first round of the lightweight tournament matches concluded by 16.
Okay.
100%. That's good, man. That's good. We got Paul Bamba. Welcome, Paul. How you doing, bro?
What's up? What's up? How is everybody? Uh,
Bambino, you've been on a win streak. I'm impressed.
yeah, trying to get to it. Stay busy, you know.
Yep. Well, good. What's your record now?
I'm 6-0 so far this year. I fight again on May 3rd for a WBA title. It's an 8-round match.
Boom. There you go. There you go. Well, you got your shit together. You're in shape. I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah. If you ever are feeling like you want to give people presents and stuff, I know Anthony's in
Generous?
here. I'd still love, yeah, generous. I'd still love to punch AT in the mouth. I won't pull out.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do. I think you're on the path to redemption fully, and you're doing the right thing. And I've noticed I haven't heard anything negative about Paul Bamba doing this or doing that in the last few months. So I give you credit for that. And we talked about it offline. And you're doing exactly what you said. So I'm gonna keep my word. And if that continues, and after this match you got, maybe let's talk about it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody else would appreciate that too. You know, we got to get rid of the tree huggers in the group.
Um, I'm sure AT has something to say about this.
So Bamba, are you saying bring back Bamba?
Look, if you want to fight me, go ahead and fight Gabriel Silva on another card because
This guy, yo, you give me so many opponents except
you
yourself.
give me Joe Fournier vibes. Joe Fournier got a WBA in fucking Colombia. You're doing the same thing. Look, man, you're giving me Joe Fournier vibes,
Doing a
bro.
lot
Hey,
more than
hey,
you, Anthony, and you
let's
older
not
than
diss.
me, and your
Let's
teeth
not
is
diss Joe
disgusting, brother.
Fournier. Okay,
Yo,
in
you know what,
high.
Anthony? I'll fight you and I'll buy you new teeth, bro. I swear. I'll use part of my purse, like
Listen,
part of the
I'm gonna tell
proceeds
you
will
this
go
straight
to
up.
your yuck mouth.
I don't want to fight you. You had your chance. I'm moving on to the next chapter. I don't want to fight you. There you go. I'm not gonna fight you, and I'm never gonna fight Gabriel Silva ever. Y'all fucked up
You
that
throwing a
chance.
temper tantrum in here, bro?
I'm not. Y'all fucked that up. Not me.
Where's
I
the
I
anytime,
came.
any place? You sound depressed, bro. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry I upset you
No,
today.
I'm stuck in Dubai. Actually, it's depressing.
Yeah. Just don't let what happened to you in Colombia happen to you in Dubai, bro.
No worries, bro. Just go ahead and get those little wins up. You know, bring your WBC title up there. You know, hopefully you get that Canelo fight that you're looking for.
And I'm looking forward to a you fight, you and me.
I don't want to fight
You
you,
could keep
Paul.
your belt though. Let's say we do 185 like we was before. You keep your belt. I don't
No,
really want your belt.
I'm never gonna fight you, Paul. I'm throwing it out there. I'm
We'll
ducking you. I
fight
don't want to fight
eventually.
you. Okay, great.
All right. This is a boring interaction, Anthony. I can't lie. You're doing terrible.
AT, if Bamba puts up a set amount of money at some point, I'm not saying it's your next fight. I know, I've got some plans for you for your next fight, but at some point he puts up some money. If he no shows, that's your money. Then are you gonna consider fighting him? Because I think you guys have a score to settle. There is a rivalry there.
I mean, you speaking like that. I mean, shit. What you doing, May 11th, Paul? What you doing, May 11th? I'm ready now. Shit. I mean, I'm ready now. If the way Mams speaking on, hello, how you doing, Paul? How you been, my brother? Everything good?
Yeah, bro. Man just gotta let me know. You sound like a fucking idiot.
Look,
Jesus.
man, look, brother, I would love to fight you, but
I'm not your
there's
brother,
guys I
bro.
want. Okay, Mr. Paul. Look, I would love to fight you. There's a lot of guys I want to fight. You got that Samuel Eckerson, that karate combat dude. You got the Ferrari. You got Daly. You got Roy Jones, Joe Fournier. Man, there's a lot of fighters I want to fight. I got the Idris Virgo rematch I want. So, bro, look, man, whenever you ready and Mam says you ready, then we can fight. I ain't gonna back down on no fight.
Yo, I can't lie. I don't want to disrespect Mams, but like you are like Misfits teacher's pet, bro. Like this nigga say jump. You
Hey, you saw?
Eh,
Remember that TV show? What was that one
yo,
with the
make
little
sure your
teacher pet?
daddy Mams is your daddy, bro.
Hey, you're right. Hey, and I'm the kid, and I'm the daddy's favorite. You're right. You're right. I'll be the teacher's pet.
Grown ass man saying Mams is his daddy. That's crazy.
Hey,
no,
I
you
mean
know
we do
what?
have the same last name, asshole.
Yeah, we're long lost brothers, Bamba.
If we're going off that, Anthony has my name tattooed on his arms.
Well, technically, I'm older than you, so you're named after me, Paul.
There's no sleeping emoji. It's terrible. All right, I'm gonna go train. Yo, Anthony, keep practicing hugging and all that other weird shit you be doing. And I swear, like I got a guy in Colombia, speaking of, that can fix your teeth so you can feel more confident when you smile on stage so you don't gotta keep holding your hand over your face.
I'm okay. You just stick to fighting Colombia, building your confidence, fighting guys that you pay for fights, and I'll be over here fighting the real fighters waiting on you. But
And
good luck.
I'll be more active than you, and more people will actually give a fuck about what I'm doing, and it's more exciting to watch. So yeah, I'll continue to do that. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, man. Good luck out
Okay.
there. Break a leg.
I'm gonna break
Literally.
your jaw, bro. I swear to God, I can't wait.
Coach Solomon, welcome.
Up,
Coach,
man.
you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
How's Salt Papi's training?
Yeah, he's looking great, man. He's looking really good. Um, ready to go, ready to rumble. We're sparring like a seasoned pro. Sunday just gone. He done 5 rounds with him and 4 with another guy that's a journeyman pro. He's looking good. He's looking sharp.
And
Ready
have
for
you
the big
have
take
you guys
Ferrari.
been have you guys been studying Ferrari's tape?
Yeah, man. Been studying what we've got available. I think his style plays directly into Salt's hands, and if Salt does what he needs to do, which he will, he's going to get a nice knockout. So that viral clip that guy's looking for, he'll get it.
He is looking for a viral clip. I've made him promise he's not going to do any kicks in the ring. So
And
fingers
that's good.
crossed.
No, Salt's looking good. Salt, last time someone talked shit like that with Salt, we know what happened. So
We needed this. We needed someone to tug on Salt's cape. Super Salt
yeah,
Pappy.
yeah,
The
man.
comeback.
He's ready. He's ready. This is the comeback, and this is what everyone has been writing him off. And listen, rightfully so for what the scene is about. You lose one fight, and all of a sudden you're fucking shit and washed, and you got no chin and whatnot. But listen, at the end of the day, everyone's already forgot like why he had to come up. Like he clearly did something. And when he beat Josh Breckner, everyone's talking about how he had 50 amateur belts, and Eddie Hearn and all these top guys are talking about him, and that's going to return. May 11th, when he does the job on this Ferrari guy, it's all going to come back, man, and it'll be back on track for the Soul Pappy train, or the hype train, whatever anyone want to call it. But it's going to be back on route.
Excellent, excellent. We love to hear it. We love to hear it. And his weight cut is good.
Yeah, he's been around 170 for ages now, so he's on weight. There's no weight cutting, there's no nothing like that. So he's comfortable. He's been at this weight for like weeks, if not months. So he doesn't have to cut at all. So it's a good weight, man. And then it's close to Mr. Anthony's weight, because we are going to come for you as well, Mr. Taylor. So we're coming for you for revenge. Fight free.
Well, make sure you win that fucking fight.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck up Ferrari, and then it'll be the third fight between you and Salt. You lost the second, in the spa, and you'll lose the third.
Hey, coach, like I said, I'll probably be there. So look, we can run it anytime y'all want. I'm here, brother.
I know that. I know.
And what about the story people are talking about potentially? And again, we can't overlook Ferrari. We can't overlook very tough Adam
I
Brooks.
know where you're going. You know who Kenny has. We wanted that fight for you a long time. For whatever reason, what has happened. Mams, after the phone call that we had, me, you, and Salt, that Salt is not the reason why any fight doesn't happen involving Salt. So, yeah, hopefully Kenny can do the business against Adam. I have him as a slight favourite because he's young and youthful, but Adam is no joke, and he's definitely going to come game.
Yeah,
but if he wins, and we win, which we shall, I think that's a great fight to make next. And then I think, could be like some kind of an eliminator for a title, because we want one of these rematches. Ideally, we want Slim. And then, in time, we'll get Anthony and Slim for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Redemption.
Yeah, it sounds really good for
But
Salt.
Ferrari is no joke. We all know Ferrari isn't a joke. He's a tough guy. He's coming to fight. You can tell from the way he carries himself. He really, really banks on himself against any man on the planet. You can tell the way he carries himself. But the way Salt is, and the way we all know Salt can fight, he's going to do a number. You got to remember, the fight with AT is not like he got battered up. It was a 3-round fight. AT won 2 rounds to 1. It was a good fight, and everyone's looking forward to a rematch. And in my opinion, even though he was winning the fight against Slim, I thought he was boxing not to his natural ability, not to his game plan. And that's credit to Slim on another note. But when we get the rematch with Slim, and there's no discredit to him. I love him. He's a good brother. He's a good Muslim brother, and I've got a lot of love for him. I do personally believe, stylistically, I think the Anthony Taylor rematch is a little bit tougher than the Slim fight. And people are going to be like, oh, you're talking shit because Salt got stopped. But stylistically, Anthony has more sides to his game that you would have to keep adapting to, especially on a 5-round fight, to find a victory against him. I think Slim, he's very tenacious and he's always going to be there. But I think Salt can outbox him and stop him in a rematch for sure.
Yeah, and I think if Salt does have a convincing victory, it puts him in line to become a mandatory challenger. You know, perhaps one more fight after that. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Check what the temperature is at the time. Speak to the small
Hmm.
council. But if he does, if Salt's path to the championship is knocking out Ferrari, fighting Kenny, overcoming that, which is obviously no easy feat as well.
No, no, it's a
Um,
hard fight.
it's a hard fight. You've got styles make fights, and Kenny doesn't have the style that Papi has historically been successful in. You know, I think he's much more of a cautious boxer, and he's Kenny actually boxes. He doesn't fight. He boxes. You know, and there is a fundamental difference there. How will Papi deal with that fight? I guess it's something to look at in the future.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. We're not Stoltz not thinking about anyone other than Ferrari. Ferrari can keep belittling him and stuff. That's all good. That's gonna get him going. He's well up for this fight, and it's his main event, man. Like everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer on that, and sometimes calamity happens to save you from something even bigger. And I believe the calamity happened on the prime card for us to have these people doubt us and to make a return, and that will be against Ferrari, man. Like I really believe Salt is going to, inshallah, get the victory against Ferrari via in devastating fashion, and then whatever comes after that, the road to those rematches and the road to mainly what he wants is one of those belts,
Yeah, and well, I he also
the belt.
mentioned he wants two of the belts, maybe even three. So
Exactly. And Mams, we've spoken. He's willing to fight anyone. The names that we've spoken about, and he's still up for them. And yeah, I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. One thing about Salt, he comes and he's entertaining, and secondly, he's been in big fights ever since Josh Beckner, and that
yeah,
is not going to change anytime soon.
no, and the other thing is, I wanted to ask you, is he feeling the pressure of this? Because there is pressure on Salt, and obviously, if things were to go the other way for him, which is what Amadeus Ferrari intends, and has promised. You know, he's leaving me messages which very aggressive messages, not not directed to me, but it's just his character, and he's definitely somewhat a promoter's dream because he
Yeah.
definitely has a personality and he definitely he believes in himself. But is that pressure at all affecting the training or Salt's mindset in any way?
Not at all. Salt is a ex-mental health nurse anyway. I'm sure he's come across some lunatics like Amadeus in his time, and it's not affecting him one bit. The pressure, like I do sometimes wonder why it doesn't affect him like that. He handles pressure very well. Like he's off the back to back losses. People are like, if he loses again, he's finished, and all of this stuff. And he doesn't take a tune up. He takes a tough fight in Ferrari. It's not affecting his training. He's looking great. He's looking solid. Um, we had a bit of issues with some sparring partners a couple of weeks ago because he's taken care of him so well. But we've got some new ones in. He's looking great, man. He was looking great for the Slim fight. Whatever happened that night is what it's in the past. It's written down now. But yeah, man. On another note, man, Amadeus with his I've seen plenty of people like Amadeus Ferrari. People that are loud and brash like that, they have a lot of insecurities. I study psychology very, very well, very closely of fighters, and Amadeus Ferrari. He can say all these things, Salt's a little kid. One thing about Salt, and Anthony tell you this in that spar, he's not going to shy away. He's not going to shy away. And Amadeus Ferrari, when things get tough, if they get tough, if he has a chance for them to get tough that night, he's going to see what a little kid can do, man. Like, because Amadeus Ferrari is just a bully. He's one of those guys that puts up a front and he barks loud, and his bark is louder than his bite, and he's going to find out, man. May 11th, he's going to find out the real truth.
The big question on everyone's mind is he gonna come out to that Amadeus song?
Oh, I don't even know what the song is.
It's by
Mams,
Southbound.
do you wanna give us a little sample of it, Mams?
Yeah, go
Ama-
on, Emma. Go on, man.
Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Amadeus. Okay, it just goes like
I
that.
think it'd probably be ringing in his head when he gets spun by Salt. So, or it'd probably
But
be Filipino or
guys,
Philly. I don't know.
let's give one hit wonder Falco from the 80s, before your era, probably everyone's era on this space. Go and give it a spin on Spotify. Falco Amadeus. Go have a listen.
Okay.
It's the catchiest bad song in the world. It's
What do
like
you think
he
Salt
was
should come
the
out to?
Salt should come up to what's like a redemption song that's really hard. Um
You
That
know what I think
Eminem.
would be great? He ain't gonna come out to it because I know what he's like. He's an entertainer, but I think he should come out to a bit of a no easy way out kind of theme.
oh, I would love that, but I don't know. Again, that's Coach, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Yeah, so you kind of, yeah, you were around for the Rocky era. I mean, that was
Yeah,
an amazing,
exactly.
that soundtrack. I still play it if I want to get motivated. It's
Yeah,
such a
because Fox
banging
came out to
soundtrack.
Burning Heart, didn't he, against
Yeah, he did. He did. That
last
was
one?
great. I think he should come out to the Superman song.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, the Super Soul Papi. That'd be good.
And yeah, look, if I put my old school Vince McMahon hat on,
Oh shit!
I would probably ruin Salt's image and put a cape on him and come out as Super Salt Pappy.
I
That'd be
just
great.
listened to the Amadeus song by Falco, and I remember it the minute I started playing it. I remembered it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so Sandy? How do you know it?
Parents.
Okay, there you go. I was the parents basically. Yeah, my daughter. Every time we get in the car, she's like we have a policy where she plays a song and I play a song, and she hates my song choices, to be honest. But that's another story. But yeah, Salt Pappy. I remember there was a song that Keem was working on, but it didn't work out.
I think Salt's. You know what Salt's like. If he don't like something, he just says no. I liked it. I thought that would have been good. Because I
The
think he was going to
Super
use it
Salt
for the
Pappy
Oscar.
song. It was the Super Salt Pappy song Kim was trying to work on, I
Yeah,
believe.
I thought it sounded good, and then like when I told Salt, and then Keem showed him, he was like, "Nah, I don't like it." And I'm all right, chill.
Doesn't Salt didn't he used to do music or something?
Yeah, he can actually sing a little bit, like
You know what?
so.
Oh, I hope this doesn't
Some
come across
Filipino
as,
vocals.
yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Like, um, I hope it doesn't sound stereotypical, but almost every Filipino
Yeah.
person I've ever met just loves melodic songs from the
Mhm.
80s.
Literally the same. Like
And
Mams,
Celine
everywhere in
Dion.
the Philippines, like karaoke
yeah,
everywhere. Everyone's good at singing.
you
Yeah,
know,
no, bro,
you know,
actually, you know what? Salt should come out with a microphone and sing Celine Dion on his way to the ring.
bro. Do you know like his first name, like one of his original names? It was for the Showstar event, right? Was Buster
Yeah,
Breezy, right?
right. I remember
When he
that.
got found, he was Buster Breezy, and then like the guy from Showstar was like, "Look, I think you should go with Salt Pappy," and he was like, he was in an eye, and then he went with Salt Pappy, but the Buster Breezy comes from so his surname starts with Buster. Won't go further, and Breezy is Chris Brown. You know Chris Breezy. So he's a massive fan of Chris Brown. If anyone didn't know, and that's why he likes the dancing, his music. So yeah, so that's where Buster Breezy came from. Anyway, so he's a huge Chris Brown fan. Some guy just came and knocked on my window, man. What the fuck did he want?
The more you know.
He was trying to give you a suggestion for Salt Pappy's music.
I think he was trying to give me something else, but I think I'm all right.
Hey, Mams, can I ask you a general question? I think everybody in this space would like to hear this question.
Mhm.
Can we make sure that the zone don't leak anything ahead of time? You know how they be having it on their pages, websites, and it just leaks the whole card. That way, people.
I swear, there's an MVP spy working for Spanish The Zone.
Man, but every time I've been like, all right, cool, who on the card? Damn, the whole card from Misfits 2018 has been revealed.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's gotten to the point where people put out fake news and say it's the Spanish The Zone leak. So at this point, you don't even know what's real. But yeah, it's been addressed, and I can only hope because it's happened a few too many times. But Yeah, hopefully no leaks.
Appreciate you, brother.
100%. Should we go to hands now, guys?
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
do that.
we'll
Let's go.
we'll start off with Zion.
Hello, Mams. How are you?
Good. How are you, Zion?
I'm doing pretty good. I had one question for you.
Uh-huh.
Would you ever do like a Misfits card in Nigeria with like KSI being the main event and like Deji, King Kenny, and like DTG on the undercard?
It's not on the it's not on the radar right now, but listen, anything's possible. I know KSI has wanted to go to Nigeria for a long time. He had it in the diary, and then the COVID thing happened, so he had to postpone that trip. But I know he wants to go to Nigeria to do some really cool charitable things for the youth over there, and to get to know his birth country. So that's something that's on the cards for him personally. But with Misfits, let's see if there's a demand there. Then if we can create a demand there, then definitely at some point in the future we can look at it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Zion. Guys, before we continue, I just pinned a tweet to the top. If you guys sign up to the Misfits Priority Pass, you guys can be the first to buy the tickets for Misfits 14. So they go on sale. Well, if you sign up, they're between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. UK time. So yeah, just sign up to the Misfits Priority Pass, and you can be the first ones to buy the tickets. And fun fact, Troxy, which is the venue of Misfits 14, is the same venue as the KSI Logan 2 press conference, which was in London. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
Sandy
great
and
venue.
Fan, I can't hear anything. Just to let me know. Drop me down on
Oh,
that.
okay. I'll drop you down and bring you back up. Yeah, so it's pinned at the top. All right, let's go with I
I
believe it
believe it was
was
Noor Shams.
yeah, no, yeah.
Hey, Mams, what's good? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I have two questions to ask you. First one being, Danny has teased that he's fighting Bevo in July. Is that the 16 pay-per-view or card?
No.
Okay. And another question is, so I'm a graphic designer. I make concept cards, and I was wondering if you could follow me back so I could send you some.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find you. All right.
Appreciate you. Have a great day.
You too, man.
We'll go with LHC.
Hi, I've got a question, Mams. How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I was just wondering, obviously you're being more strict on small creators on Misfits. What would you classify as a small creator?
Most wanted.
Um, yeah, what is like, so for example, like what's the ranking like for followers and stuff like that?
I don't sit and say like, I don't say like, oh, you have to have at least X amount of followers, because look, there's a lot of people who buy followers or buy engagement. I can tell pretty easily now at this point. Um, and it's I advise everyone against doing that, because if you do that, it affects your engagement, and algorithmically it hurts you, and it's not something that helps in any way. Anyone with any sense can tell pretty easily. So I advise anyone who's looking to be a creator not to do that. It hurts you more than helps you. But second point is, I think it's more like, if it makes sense, if you bring something significant to the table, like say Lil Cray Cray doesn't have the most massive following, but he brings a lot to the table in terms of skill,
Yeah,
and he's got a real cult fan base which are invested in him. So ultimately, as a business, my partners would say, put on a creator who's going to bring, butts in seats and eyeballs to the screen. So if we think that someone's capable of doing that, if you have 10,000 followers, but they're so dedicated to you. Like, let's say you get a really good engagement rate, but more importantly than an engagement rate, you get a conversion rate, which those fans are willing to go and buy your pay-per-view. They're willing to buy your merch when you drop it. They're willing to follow you through your boxing journey. If we see that, then that's something that's more important to measure, because look, there are accounts on Instagram with 2 million followers, and they get like 300 story views. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Thank you, Mams.
All right, sure.
100%. We'll go with Crypt.
Oh, hey, Mams. I was just gonna ask a question. Do you think we could ever get like an animal fight sanction? So like a bear versus a wolf or something, or like a couple wolves. I think it would be a pretty cool concept if you wanted to add it to maybe a prelim or something. But yeah, just
What?
curious.
Yeah. What ounce gloves would you make them wear?
Well, that's where it gets tricky because they got paws. They don't really got so maybe you could invent like a new boxing glove to where it could fit an animal. I mean, gorillas. It could work with gorillas. So I don't know.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, I just don't want them to kill each other, because that would suck.
it would be entertaining though. Might make you a little money.
There's more important things to me than money.
All right,
Yeah,
fair enough. Fair enough.
it'll be tricky in the law department as well, I reckon.
No, we could probably get it sanctioned in certain states, but no, man. I think let's leave the animals alone.
I'll fight a gorilla if you really want me to. I mean, I ain't scared.
You say that now until I bring a gorilla to your house.
Oh yeah, I stand on business.
You're not going to be standing on anything. He's going to be standing on your head.
All right, we'll see about that.
No, we probably won't, but okay. Good
all
question.
right.
Thanks for
I think
making me
that's
think.
Tristan Ham's territory.
Right. We'll go with J Sports Takes.
Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? I just got two questions, one for Soul, one for Mams. I'll go first, Coach Soul. Coach, I just want to say, right, since Soul Poppy's coming up with this fight in May, yeah, it's in May. What should we expect as fans to kind of see for his comeback fight?
Repeat that again,
Mams,
please.
did you hear him?
Repeat it again.
That
Oh,
was for Coach. That was for Coach Sol.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, first one's Coach Soul. I was going to say, Coach, since Soul Poppies are turning back in May, what you kind of expect from like the fans' perspective of Saul's performance heading into the ring?
A devastating knockout against Amadeus Ferrari, May the 11th,
Ooh,
and back
okay.
on track.
All right, much respect. And then one to you, Mams, right? So you just said earlier in the space that Misfits 15's in Houston. Is there any specific reason you'd want to go to Houston, or is it just something you want to kind of check it down your list of places?
Is there a reason we shouldn't go to Houston?
Oh no, I'm just curious because there's it was just kind of a curious question because I know there's some promoters or some people when they schedule fights they go to specific places for specific reasons, and I thought
Yeah,
maybe Houston might be one of them.
we have a good fan base in Texas, and
Oh, okay.
also I think that we've got a great relationship with the state commission there, as well as so we're able to put on the fights that we want to put on. And also a big part of it is which we're fixing is when you're trying to book a venue 2 or 3 months in advance, not everything is available, and then you look and look, you try to schedule things to not conflict with other events when you can. Sometimes it's completely unavoidable, but yeah, a lot of venues get booked up, and this venue is a really good venue, and I think we're gonna. I'm very confident we're gonna sell out when I tell you guys what the main event is. I think it's gonna get people over there very excited. Expect to have, even though it's not a pay-per-view, expect to have some old school style press conferences in the lead up. One in Houston and one in the UK. So I think we're going to create a lot of hype around it, and it's the first time we're doing that on a non-pay-per-view event. So I think we're really excited about it.
Oh man, I can't wait. I appreciate your hard work, man.
I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Jay. Can we go to Dimitri and then we'll go back to Shafts? Go on, Dimitri.
What up, Mams? How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. I got like two questions.
All
So
right.
one, there's been a lot of rumors about this. Like, would you ever do like a rematch concept card, like a UK versus USA card, to kind of like fix the shit show that Show Star did?
Yeah, I like that. I do like that concept, and there are some good rematches to be had. Um, I, as a concept, it sounds fun. Sometimes it's good to spread it across, but let's see if it works out. Like, look, it was a tough decision not to do the tournament matches all on one card, but
Yeah.
it would have been so difficult to coordinate with everyone because everyone in the tournament had different injuries and different
Yeah.
schedules and things like that. So I wanted to have the best of the best in that tournament, in the lightweight tournament. And in an ideal world, I would have been able to put all the first round matches on one card, but it didn't work
Hmm.
out that way.
Yeah.
So it's a similar thing with the rematches. You'll reach out, and not everyone wants to have those rematches.
Yeah.
It's there are so many fights I see, like dream matchups, and stuff on Twitter that fans come up with. Some fans are just like putting 300 pounders against someone who's like 150 pounds. So
Yeah.
those you kind of laugh at. But then when you see, oh yeah, well, I wish they knew I tried to make this match. These dream matches that you see, it's like, it's not because I'm unaware and out of touch where I'm like not trying to make that fight, but there are reasons, I can't just magically make people want to fight each other. They've got to agree to the fight, they've got to agree to the purses, they've got to agree to all the stuff. So making even one fight happen, you have to go through a lot of steps.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Understandable. Yeah.
yeah, but as a concept, I like it for sure.
It's awesome. And my other question is, so obviously, like, there's been events in the U.S. like Nashville and like Texas. Do you think that would be like an event like in the Midwest, like Chicago or something like that?
Chicago is tough. I think you have to have like Illinois is one of the toughest states to sanction a boxing match, a pro match. The pro
Yeah.
has to have like I think 20 amateur fights or something crazy before they issue you a pro license. So they would never allow for a first time fighter to fight on a Chicago card.
Yeah.
But if we did a high level card where everyone's got plenty of experience and already has pro licenses, we could do that. But the cool thing is it's not like it's not like something that won't ever happen because as we're moving forward, more and more of our boxers are getting pro licenses in the US.
Yeah.
And at some point we'll be able to do Vegas, we'll be able to do California, we'll be able to do New York and Illinois as well.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too, brother.
We'll
Thank
go
you.
with just Shafts now. And guys, if you have any questions, please put your hand up. Otherwise, I'll be dropping you down to rotate.
Yeah, and Sandy, let's make sure we go all the way to the bottom, give everybody a chance, so it's not just the same people asking.
Yeah, so invite guys. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I can speak now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so from my question for Mams is there still any talks with Wayne Rooney trying to get him on Misfits?
I'm having talks with 4 footballers about fighting on Misfits, and I'm having talks with 6 US rappers and 4 or 5 UK rappers, and another incredible athlete. And so I'm in talks with so many. I wish I could divulge more, but I'm telling you, like we're gonna have a really exciting year from this point on. It's gonna be crazy because you're gonna get uh, a lot of excitement from different arenas of the celebrity space.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mams.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Shafts. Sandy, before we continue, I'm just going to say for those that have asked a question, I'm going to rotate you guys down, if that's okay. so we can bring up more people with questions. But yeah, thank you, Shafts. Sandy, who was next?
It was Luke. He's been up here for a while.
All right, let's go with Luke.
Hi, Mams. Yeah, so like we spoke previously, obviously through Instagram and that. Obviously, I want to know when I'm fighting. I'll be honest. I've been working hard the last few months. I've come off of Married at First Sight. I've been put on the Misfits website, ranked at the 175 weight. So I'm just waiting, basically. I mean, I'm willing to fight anyone, um, no matter how big or small they are. Just like kind of want to know when it's going to be.
This year for sure, man. This year for sure. Basically I'm working on something where it would allow us to have a lot more shows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would be on Freeview. I'm working on this. It's preliminary stages, but I aim to be able to do that where so look, the problem is obviously I have a big roster of fighters and an obligation to put them all on a certain amount of times a year, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a juggling act to make sure I honor everybody with my word and get them fighting. But you are definitely on the radar. And what's your record right now?
So I fought at youth. I haven't fought since youth. Had 6 fights, 1-5. That was when
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like 14, 15, and then I haven't fought since. I've been working hard. Obviously, I've been in and out of the gym, been hit with a bit of injury, but I've lost 30 pounds. I was 207 pounds probably about 5 months ago. Now I'm 177 pounds. So yeah, I've dropped 30 pounds in weight to kind of make that weight class what I've been put on the website. So I've been working hard, but yeah, obviously, I'll be honest, I'm a natural born salesman, so selling the fight isn't an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
It's like I do that
you're
for a job.
yeah, you're selling me, man. But it's been on the radar. So we'll find you the right opponent. We'll get you on the right card. But I'm pretty confident that we'll almost definitely get you on this year.
Sweet, appreciate it, bro. All the
All right,
best.
thanks, man. You too.
Look forward to seeing you in the ring. We'll go with Ahadu.
Hi, Mams. My question is with a lot of the Misfits events, obviously, they, the environment, everything, goes, it's exciting and all. What do you think is the most exciting thing for this particular event, Misfits 14?
What do I think is the most exciting thing? I think collectively all the fights are going to bring action. That's the most exciting thing. I think there's going to be a lot of action. I think we're going to get some good knockouts. I'm looking forward to the co-main and the main and the undercard as well. So it's like from top to bottom, it's going to be entertainment. And also, of course, the grudge match between Ryan Taylor and Mist. We're going to learn a lot more about that. I know Beal and Ben Davis, they are working on getting a documentary out to you guys pretty soon that will explain their beef and bring their perspectives in and sort of generate the hype that this fight deserves.
Okay, yeah, that's very exciting indeed. Thank you.
All right, for sure.
100%, 100%. We'll go with Usman now, please.
What's up, Mams? Hope you and your family are well, bro.
Thanks,
Uh,
man.
I, w- I watched the Fred interview, and on one hand, I respect you for taking the blame for like certain people's hypes going down, but at the same time, with Salt Papi, I don't think his hype died at all. Like as soon as you announce this card, the aura, like his superstar aura, is still there. And with every other fight on the card, like Misfits 13 didn't go as planned, but now the prestige is back, like you said, and everyone's looking forward to this. Like everyone's excited for 14 and 15 now. So yeah, it's really, really good now. I'm excited for it.
I'm glad, man. Thank you. Yeah, look, it. I haven't. I don't know. I've seen most UFCs, right? Whether I saw them on live pay-per-view or attended or whatever, and I can say safely that not every single one was a banger. Some were better than others, some were absolute flops, some were incredible. So you're gonna have a bad day. Wait, why is there an echo? Hello?
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
let's go.
Mams. It was a speaker. Sorry. Go on, Mams.
All right, no problem. Yeah, so you're gonna have a bad day at the office here and there, and I do everything in my power to prevent that from happening again. But yeah, this is back to business. This is all about fighting. This is all about knockouts. There's no gimmicks. Look, there is a place for gimmicks. Misfits does have a little bit of a circusy side to it, and we have to honor that. And people can complain about it all they want, but I think that as long as the entertainment is there, look, I remember the reaction from tag team boxing initially. If I went off the reaction, I would have not trusted my instinct and never done tag team boxing. And the vast majority of people were like admitted afterwards that it was really entertaining and it was a really fun thing, and they want to see more of it. But at the same time, I don't want to. I want to sprinkle that into some of our cards where it makes sense, but not let it overtake the bones of the brand. And at the end of the day, you've got these guys who've gone from doing what they do outside of boxing to turning into real athletes and living like athletes. So I respect that, and I don't want to take it away with the gimmicks. I want to provide a little bit of relief from the serious side of things here and there, and provide some entertainment through competition. So I don't remember what your question was, but does that answer it, or did I?
That wasn't a question, but I just want to add one more thing. Like, people said Misfits 13 was the worst one, but that was the first US card. Even like it starts really late over here in the UK. It was the first US card I didn't fall asleep to, and I was never bored during it because there was so much interesting things happening.
It had potential, and the potential wasn't fulfilled through a lot of things that were at the time beyond our control. But in hindsight, yes, I wish I did things. I wish I did things to prevent that from happening. Look, I took a chance. Sometimes you win a gamble, sometimes you lose, and I did gamble on most, and I paid for it. But if it went well, if there was no swatting, and he turned up and everything went smoothly, it would have been different. But if my grandmother had a penis, it would be my grandfather. Actually, it wouldn't. It would be my
What
grandmother with a
analogy?
penis. But yeah, either way. Yeah.
Thank
Look,
you.
look. I wasn't stressed. I was disappointed, and I was like, all right, I've got to work harder. We've got to make sure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen again. I don't want to let fans down. I hate seeing that. And you go back to the drawing board and you learn from your mistakes. And um, I definitely am a fan of learning from your mistakes and not repeating those mistakes.
Definitely, definitely. We'll go with Amber now.
Yeah, I just asked the KSI community if there were any questions, so I've just got a couple. Um, Someone asked who, if you could tease who you were going to have on the space earlier, if there was a guest coming, or if that's still happening.
Your text message.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
Okay.
I can't. he he's in a precarious position, so he would be getting permission to make a call. That's the only clue that I can give for the time being.
Okay. Well, KSI can decipher. Then the second question was if or when any post-fight press conferences will be coming back.
Absolutely, we'll definitely be having those very soon. If not for 14, then for 15, and certainly 16, which will be a pay-per-view.
Okay, cool. And lastly, there's some guy called Goodnight Drew that just wanted me to tell you that he loves you.
Oh, tell him I love him too.
Okay.
I hope you're having a good night, Drew. Right, we'll go with Ethan.
Yeah, brilliant. I've got a couple of questions for Mams, and one of them is a matchup that I would really like to see. We were talking about bringing rappers on earlier, and I've seen that Bugsy Malone has been teased around a lot recently, and he's always in training. And I think a good matchup with him, I'm guessing it'd probably be around cruiserweight, would be someone like Blueface, UK versus USA, massive rappers. What's your take on that?
He's too heavy for Blueface.
Is he cruiserweight or slightly heavier?
Yeah, so Blueface's natural weight is but his boxing weight is probably anywhere from 145 to 155. So
Really?
when yeah, he's actually smaller than he had to put on a ton of weight to fight at 170. He could get up to he could possibly fight Slim at 165, but I don't think it would be healthy for him to go any higher than that. And Bugsy is more around the 180, 190.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. I was kind of questioning kind of what weight Bogsy was at. The one last thing I was saying is, what do you think about like traditional boxing now, bringing in mystery fighters and everything? Like Shang was just announced as a mystery fighter, and it was kind of funny that at first they were kind of hating on you, when now they're kind of like doing these gimmicks, as they would say.
Just wait till you see tag team boxing in traditional boxing. It's
I cannot
yeah,
wait for that. Thank you for answering
no,
the
no
question.
problem. Listen, it's a compliment at the end of the day, and when people are rattled and get annoyed, it's usually because you've gotten their attention. So, like Prince said, I'd rather they love or hate than to be indifferent.
100%.
Okay, we'll go with Peppa Pappy.
Hey, yo, what's up, mams? What's up, all you motherfuckers? Hey,
Peppa Pappy.
do you plan to expand the pro side of things? And if you do, who do you got your eyes on?
I'm not going to tell you who I've got my eyes on, but yes, uh, we've been talking about Misfits Pro for a long time. And we're going to get it right, which is why we're waiting. We're not going to rush, and we're going to get that part right, and Misfits MMA as well. So the launch of Misfits House of Combat will be upon us, hopefully sooner rather than later. And yeah, you'll see a lot more programming on the pro side and on the MMA side as well.
Also, I see you and Lesnar are both in the space. You got someone guarding the fridge at the moment, or you right in the vicinity of your kitchen, or what's going on there?
His refrigerator's running.
I have this AI generated Terminator that is like the meanest bastard, and he only has one mission: to destroy Lesra if he comes near the vicinity of my fridge. Lesra tried to take a bite out of my donkey, while
Hey, yo.
and yeah, that's not going to be forgiven.
So yeah, moral of the story: Leslie tried to take a bite of us.
Yeah.
So we'll go with Zach now.
Thank you, Sandy. Mams, I hope you're good. Hope you had a good weekend as well. I got a question in terms of like future plans. Do you think down the line something like the Ultimate Fighter concept could be brought into Misfits, where you've got like two rostered fighters as team captains, and then they have like a team of 5 fighters each across various weight classes?
It's
That could probably be down the line.
um I can't say too much, but it's better than that. It's cooler than
Okay.
that, and it's more fun, and
Okay.
it's gonna be crazy. When it comes, it's its own concept, but it's gonna have it's gonna be very very exciting for male and female fighters.
Be tailored to those who are like sort of on the lower end of, and like smaller names in the space, or will it be for those who are like looking for that redemption arc sort of storyline?
It could be a mixture of all of the above, with the introduction of some celebrities from other spaces that want to get into boxing.
Okay, cool. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
For sure.
Thank you.
Sandy, I
Thank
can get
you.
dropped now.
Mams, I've got a question. So the cruiserweight tournament. Now,
Yeah.
what could you tell us about Mike Edwards and Jake Cornish, who will be making their Misfits debut?
Mike Edwards is a very, very superior athlete to most athletes in the world on this planet. He is genetically extremely gifted, very hard worker. He's got the talent, the natural talent. and he's gonna bring it. And Jake Cornish, and also let's not forget, Mike has a nice big fan base in the UK and in Nigeria as well. And his engagement is great, and he's definitely, he embodies the word influencer for sure. So he's someone everyone should get to know. And Jake Cornish is a hell of a character. If you guys watch British TV, he's on there all the time. He's a personality. He's a tough guy. He's a goer, and he really he's very excited about this. And the confidence he has is pretty astounding for someone who hasn't fought before. He really believes he's going to win this tournament. So I don't know too much about his boxing, but I know he's been training and he's taking it very seriously, and he's one to watch as well.
And out of all of the cruiserweight fights, which fight in particular are you most excited for?
Um, Good question. Honestly, there's so many good ones. I mean, DK Money's a lot better than he was. You can see him working with BJ Flores, and BJ Flores is a great coach who is a no-nonsense coach. BJ doesn't take any prisoners. There's no days off. If you're not there on time at the gym, he's outside your house like the boogeyman, and he's gonna crack the whip and make sure you're doing your work. And otherwise, he basically will drop you. So he's perfect for DK Money because DK Money has needed that. He's needed that guidance from someone because he does have some skill, and BJ's and he hasn't been able to really, he hasn't been disciplined enough to show that, and he's needed someone who believes in him and is going to take time to invest in him, and BJ's done that. So DK Money's going to be a legitimate threat. Now, his opponent is someone who I respect highly, who's been working tirelessly. And if you compare his skill from his first fight and the improvements he's made in the fight he had against SX and in his last fight, DTG is definitely he's definitely a beast as well.
Thank you,
So
Mams.
I don't know. And look, obviously we know Tristan Ham and Le'Veon Bell. Tristan's confidence is off the charts. Le'Veon thinks he's got the tournament in the bag as well, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I saw a poll and I think it was 80-20 in favor of Le'Veon, and most people think Le'Veon's going to win the tournament. Who do you think's going to win, fan?
The tournament, I'm gonna be honest, Mams. I think Faye's temper, man. I think something is just telling me, he's working with Malik Scott right now. We saw the improvements against Ginty. I know maybe some people will say that opponent wasn't that skilled of an opponent, but I think he's improved a lot. So I've got temper, man. I've got temper for this tournament.
Yeah, Faye's temper is definitely not to be underestimated. He needs a win, a big win. He had a win against Ginty, you're right, but he needs a big win for the tournament. And Luis Papicito is also no joke. He's a former, I think he was a Navy SEAL, and very tough guy. Got a great attitude about training, very dedicated. I think these are all great fights. I can't say that I've got a favorite, but the co-main event of 15 is going to be the first fight in the tournament, and I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, it's going to be fireworks. All right, we'll go with Joshua and then Matt afterwards.
How you doing, mams? I just got one question. Um, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Jersey specifically, and I was wondering, like, how soon do you think Misfits will ever come, like, to the East Coast? I know New York is a strict commission, but maybe like New Jersey or Florida or any other state around here.
Jersey's pretty strict too. Florida is definitely on the cards. Love Florida. I think we can do something there pretty soon, and then we'll make our way to more to New York and the surrounding area soon as well.
All right, thank you, man.
Sure.
Just before Matt jumps in, just to welcome DTG, one of the tournament members. How you doing, bro?
Hello, hello. How are you guys, man? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Go ahead, Matt.
I got a question for Mams.
Sure.
Have you ever thought about putting KSI as a commentator on one of the events?
Actually, KSI's been asked to commentate on not just Misfits cards, but on some big, some other big fights that the Zone has put on, really big fights. But he doesn't really want to commentate, so so yeah, that's not his thing, I think.
Gotcha.
No.
Thank you.
For sure.
Okay. We'll go with Crazy X-Man.
Howdy, Mams. Howdy, everybody. How you guys all doing?
Pretty good. How are you, man?
Good, good. So I had two questions, one kind of personal and then one for Misfits. For Misfits, are we working on getting Michelle Carre in the game, possibly against the title shot with our champ Nikki Haru? Is that in the cards?
Who did you say?
Michelle Carre. She fought on the
Oh,
Raider.
yeah. Well, if you guys, you know what, you guys could help me out and see if you can get in touch with her, because I DM'd her, and hopefully she doesn't think I DM'd her for the wrong reason. So she hasn't responded yet.
Have you
But I would love to
gone?
see her on a card.
Have you gone into contact with her coach at the time, Tony Jeffries?
No, I haven't.
He trained her for that fight for almost a year, I think. So she has some real experience in her corner.
Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see her on. I know she's in the Misfits women's top 10. I think she'd be a great addition for sure.
Awesome, awesome. And then for second, I have a YouTube channel on the side, but I don't have it public. What would you, as like best advice, say to like someone who's like a little anxious about like putting their YouTube content out there and at the same time correlating it with their real life?
At the same time, correlating it with your real life. What do you mean by that?
Like basically making it public that you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator, and your family members, your friends, everybody can know.
Well, look, this is the thing. Okay, my daughter struggles with, and this is why we haven't really started fully campaigning with her music yet, because she struggles to show her personality on social media beyond uh just taking pictures, or she's pretty artsy, so she'll like take some artsy pictures, or she'll do selfies and just stuff that people do. But she'll put her music on there. She's not vulnerable about her music. It's amazing to see, because she's like a general. When she goes in the studio, she knows exactly what she wants. But when it comes to social media, she's like, I don't want to act like I don't want to act like I have on my Instagram. I don't want to put stuff out and make out like I've got fans, because people will think I'm arrogant. And I'm like, no, they won't. But you have to, if your friends don't support you, then they're not your friends. And also, if your friends don't understand what you're doing and they take the piss out of you, fuck them. That's what I say. So like, my advice to you is like, it's not going to do you any good keeping that YouTube channel on private, because you literally, no one will see it, right? Except yourself.
Right.
So you need to go balls to the wall and go all out and just say, I don't care what the reaction is. If I feel like I'm putting out great content, and I'm making myself vulnerable and showing people who I am, if it's not received the way that if it's not received well, then you've got to just keep going and don't be discouraged by that. Because honestly, the main thing is, if you put together quality content consistently, you will get fans. And if the consistency is there, and you upload, if you have a schedule where you upload videos 3 times a week or something like that, there'll be 5 people watching. Then the next time there'll be 10. Then the next time there'll be 100, and so on and so forth. And eventually, if your content is good and original and you're really putting effort into it, that does translate. In my experience, it really does. You know, there are people on here that I've seen them make content. There's a kid called Divine. Shout out to Divine. And some people, I see comments under his videos, they're mostly positive and supportive. And some people are like, oh, this is so cringe. Oh my God, this is shit. This is so cringe, blah, blah, blah. But then there's a lot of people who support him. But that's good because it's invoking a reaction from people. So he is not, I respect, and I've been watching it and I'm like, this kid's gonna do well if he sticks to it because he's making original content. He's putting hours into his work, and he's putting himself out there as a vulnerable. You know, he's vulnerable to criticism, but you've got to not let that turn you off, because those people who are sitting taking the time to put you down, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So don't worry about it. Put yourself out there. If it's something you're passionate about, that will translate and it will convert and it will get fans to say, you know, you'll if the content is good and you're being real, and it's a real extension of who you are, or even if it's a character you're putting on, if you commit to it, it will connect.
Right. Thanks for those words. I really needed that. Also, big up Leon. I just saw he joined the space. They
I think B Dave wants to come up. I think he wants to do a call out for Salt Pappy or something. He keeps waving.
Oh, bring B Dave up.
I'll bring him up. I'll bring him up. And also, I just got a message from Divine saying, "Tell Mams I said thank you. I'm currently unable to speak because I'm guessing he's probably got another pair of horses hostage or something."
And yeah, no. My horses are fine. I'm looking at them right now outside my window.
Okay,
Nice,
okay.
nice try though. He's got some fake horses. Um, B Dave, where's B Dave?
I've invited him up.
Okay, because actually I was trying to make a fight for B Dave on one of the upcoming cards against a really interesting challenger. I won't say more than that right now, but they definitely have some history. So if I can make this fight happen, I'll be happy.
I think B Dave really had his heart set on the Salt Pappy fight. So yeah,
I don't know about that one.
didn't you, B Dave, when he turns up?
Yeah. So Sandy fan, let's get 3 more questions and we'll call it a day. Unfortunately, I have not had that text message yet. If I get it before I go, then I will let you guys know. I'm just waiting for something to be finalized, and then I said screw it, because I can't wait anymore for announcements all the time to keep you guys waiting. I want to give away at least something. So if it's not on today's space, it'll be as
Yeah.
soon as I possibly can.
All right. Well, we'll go with triple edits first.
Yo, hello. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous right now. Mams, love what you do, man. Big fan. Very proud of what you've done with Misfits and stuff. I just have a couple questions about. So okay, my first question is, can you like have you like is there a locked in opponent for? I know JJ wants to return to boxing in the second half of the year. Is there a locked
Uh,
in opponent or anybody that you guys have been I don't know talking to?
no comment. I'm sorry, man. You can ask another question if you
Wait,
want.
my. Oh, okay. That's all good.
All right.
I also want to know is it completely closed off for Dean to come back to Misfits, or is he off the table right now?
Dean is on Misfits. He's under contract. He's still with us. So Dean will be fighting soon, I'm sure.
That's great. Just wanted to know. Love you, man. Big
I
fan.
appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great to finally talk to you.
All right. We'll go with
Appreciate
the
it. All
box.
right, I'll be out of
We'll
here.
go with the box zone.
Hi, Mams. I hope that you're doing good. My question was because last year Misfits had plans to do a world tour. Would you still be interested to host events in more countries of Europe and maybe Belgium, for example?
The focus right now is UK US, with one other show this year that's going to be on foreign soil. And aside from that, yes, we're very ambitious to actually make that world tour happen at some point soon. But for this year, we're strategically focused on UK and US.
Okay, that's
But
really
don't worry,
awesome, Mams.
we'll get there.
Okay.
Coming off that quickly, Mams. That one foreign country. What do you mind telling us what it is?
I'll just say it's in the Middle East, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. Another question box on before we move
Yeah,
on?
I've got a question myself. How you doing, Mams? You alright? I'm the fan. It's Samio.
Hey, what's up, bro? What happened with Bevo? My boy
This
Bevo,
guy.
man.
Bruv, don't ask, man. He was, I don't know, man. I wish I never done. I regret it
This
now.
motherfucker.
Anyways,
How's your mom doing, Amio?
See, the thing is, right? They keep doing stuff like this, and then when I see them in person, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know what to do in it. Like, so do I just sit there and take the bullshit, or do I just do something about it?
How
And
about you
before
take the fight?
Anthony starts, he's on that list. When I see him, I'm gonna slap him as well because he's talked a lot of shit about my mom. So he's gonna get that slap as well.
I never said one thing about your
Bro,
mom,
you said
bro.
you was gonna piss on my mom's grave, my
No,
grandmother's grave, and I will
I
remember
didn't.
that till the day
Show
I
me
die.
proof.
I will remember that
I
the day I
said
die, and I
I was
promise
going
you,
to
the
have
day
a
I see
drink
you,
with your
I will
mom.
smash your
No.
fucking teeth in. I promise you. Mark my words. I'm gonna turn you into a meme as well, bro.
I
Don't worry.
swear I didn't say that.
I will turn you into a meme as well. Don't you worry, bro. I'll end your fucking
I
non-existent
thought we
career.
was friends. Amio, we was just talking on the phone yesterday.
You're talking shit, bro, man. This guy's just moist, man. Do you know what I mean?
Amio, I think, look, if you and AT have a confrontation, it's fair game. But
The problem is he's too
Bevo's but
small. I'm 115 kgs. I can get down to 110, maybe 103. This guy's a kid to me, man. He's like what, 80 kgs, 85
yeah,
kgs.
I hear you, but listen, at least AT can handle himself. But little cute
Mhm.
Bevo, man. It's
But bro,
Bevo, he's
I
so
said to
cute.
Bevo, you see the clip? I said to Bevo, we can talk this out, right? Or if you carry on, I'm gonna slap you. And I was just saying to him, don't post shit about me. I don't want to be on social media. Don't post shit about me. And he just carried on chatting shit, smirking with his big teeth out. Like I didn't want to slap him. I said to him straight, like I've removed myself from the situation on the plane. They sat me next to him. I said, no, I'm going from here. I ignored him completely. And then obviously she pulled out the phone, and then I slapped the phone out of my hand. I tried going to go get the phone to delete the footage, right? Because it don't make me look good. And then I just see his face, and I was like, "Fuck's sakes! Look at that face. That's a face that only a mother can love." So
No, come on, he's cute. Don't you want to hug Bevo? I swear, all of us should
no,
hug Bevo,
and then he
bro.
Yeah,
got mate.
Amio, you're a bully for that, bro.
Nah, it's not a bully tactic, man. If anyone talks shit about anyone's family members, I'd expect them to do the same, bro. It's straight principles.
All right, but Amio, for me, if you see him, will you give him a hug and
Wallahi, it's done with him. Even if I see him, I messaged him myself and I said to him, brother, even if I see you, I'll walk past you. I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't even entertain it. I'll just leave it.
just a hug though, just a quick hug?
Not a hug, not a hug. I'll give Anthony a hug. I'll
Andy
give him a
Taylor
hug
likes
after
to
I've
hug.
slapped him around his face.
Well, okay, there is a text I got about you from a gentleman named not Arms, Bouncer.
Do you know what it is, right? I'll be honest with you, right? I was meant to fight Bouncer last year. There's a lot of history there, right? And it would sell out, I'll be honest with you. But the thing is, the guy had specific rules and conditions on the contract. He's not allowed to talk to certain people about my past, right? Or spit allegations for clout. Then he starts talking about my mom, my dad, and like I understand the fight game. You talk about people's moms, dads, all of that stuff, but this is not respectable stuff, man. I'm. You have to understand, right? I
Bro, you're
represent.
lucky you didn't fight Dylan Dennis.
No,
Yeah,
but that's
hey,
what I'm saying.
Amio,
But
do you have a
I'm
matter?
Pakistani,
Amio, do
right?
you have a
There's no
matter, Daddy?
Pakistani influencer in the UK. I represent the Pakistanis. There's a very small minority of Asians in the UK. Now, when
I
you
do.
start doing this Pakistani mentality of he's swearing at his mum, is that's shit that's not called for. And then
That wasn't me.
he started doing interviews, like willing to introduce interviews with coffees in. And I'm like, bro, why are you snitching? Like, we don't associate ourselves with snitches, so we just left it. He wants it now because I've come back on social media because his clout's run out. But like, I can't be asked. Like, I'd happily fight Anthony Taylor. I'd happily do
Amio,
it.
let me ask you a question. Do you have a matter daddy?
Do I have what?
Do you have a matter daddy?
I don't even know what that means, bruv. Your dead
Do,
jokes don't mean nothing.
repeat it. Repeat it. Do you have a matter daddy?
Bruv, this is what I'm saying, innit? These guys are not serious, man. I
I
promise
don't
you.
know,
I
baby. You
promise you.
tell me.
This guy's useless, bro. If I see you in real life, I'll just punch you up, bro. You're literally up to you're not
Amio,
even
why
up to
are you trying to beat me up knowing that I can smash your big ass nose? You look like a
put it.
fat version of Gib.
Alright, bruv, this is what I mean, innit, bruv? This is what I mean. This is what I mean, innit? These geezers they're just all talk on the internet in real
Amio,
life. No one, I promise
bro,
you, in real
Bevo
life,
called me
bro,
up. You're mad. You're
bro.
mad because I don't want to
Yeah,
fight you.
Anthony. I'm 120 kgs out for right now. Man's got a strong left hook and a right hook. I'm benching 160 to 180 kgs. I would wipe the floor with your face.
Bro, your
Don't in real
statistic
life you
sounds.
wouldn't say nothing.
Your
You wouldn't do
statistic
nothing.
was the same as
You're
Dylan
the same
Dennis
as
in
my
fucking
testicle.
Houston, Texas, and look
You're
what
like my
happened
left.
that day.
You're like my left testicle. That's how big you are. Do you get what I'm trying
Amio,
to
just
say?
sign the
Okay.
contract, my guy. I don't want to fight you, but just sign the contract, and I'll be happy to do that for you.
You know what I'll do? This is what I'll do, right? And I'll say it here because I'm a man of my word. Mams, you're here as well, right? Normally, I don't do nothing without marketing advise me because he's the best advisor in the world, right? He would go if he found out I was in this call right now agreeing to this, he'd go mad at me. But let me tell you one thing: I'm happy to fight on Misfits, Anthony Taylor as a trial one before the main fights. How about that? I'll use you as my what's the
I'll
word
get
sparring
Mike to
partner?
beat you up,
The
Amio.
gatekeeper. So basically, you're
The
saying
entrance, the
Anthony Taylor will be the
entry level.
gatekeeper of you. He'll be your
Amio, I will
gatekeeper.
have Mike whoop your ass.
Oh, brother, please, man. How much
You
do
know
you weigh,
Mike.
Anthony?
I'm your weight. What's up? Hey, I'm
Mams, we
your
can make
weight.
this happen.
I gotta check with the commission because of the weight difference, but I mean, it sounds like it would be entertaining.
Hey,
So
man, make
I
sure he
think it
signs a
would be.
waiver too, because I want his mom front row for this fight.
Brother, this is what
I'm gonna do your mom like The Rock did Cody mom
this is
Rose
what I mean,
mama.
innit?
Mama Rhodes. I'm gonna have
Hey,
that
brother, we could
belt for
take this in
Mama
the ring. We
Rhodes,
can do it in the
Mama
street, so don't
Tamio.
bother me in it, bro.
Ah,
That's what
come
I'm trying
on,
to say
man.
in it.
Hey, I just want to meet Mama Talio with
This
the
is what I
belt.
mean in it. This man, you mans ain't got no
Hey,
respect, and that's
Coach
why you man ain't
Soul
got.
is more of a role model for the Pakistani community.
Brother,
You're not a
please,
role
you're
model,
a
brother.
joke, man.
For
You're a
sure.
joke, man. You're a
Right.
joke.
I'm your listen.
Well,
You ain't selling out no boxing fights, man. Behave, man. You ain't selling
right.
shit out, bro. You ain't got no fans. You just got these. This is
All
what I
right.
mean in
What
it.
we're gonna do now? We'll go back to questions. All right, guys.
Look
We'll
let's
after
move.
go.
yourself, guys.
Let's
Anyway.
go to let's go to Wayne. I haven't spoken to
That's
Wayne in
it.
a long time.
How you
Yo,
doing,
what's
Wayne?
up? Hey, like I said, Amir, you a bitch ass nigga. Nigga, kill yourself,
Hey,
faggot ass nigga. Hey,
Wayne. Come
hey,
on.
come on. We're keeping positive.
how you doing, mams? Let me.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing
Where have
great.
you
You know,
been?
me, school, man. Like I hate school, man. Like I failed my exams. You know, I should kill myself for that. But hey, you
No,
know,
no, no. You shouldn't kill yourself for that.
but
But
hey, you know, I get a second chance. You know, now hopefully I pass. You know, type shit. You know, but
what is it? High school or college?
college, first
College.
year. Yeah.
First year, yeah. You know what? I never finished college. It doesn't define who you are, and it doesn't define your success. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just make sure you do your best. And if you do your best, if you actually do your best and study, and it's like shit, this ain't for me, then don't waste your time. That's my advice. You know.
But like in my opinion, like school is not for me. You know, like I'm a man. I like to fight. You know, I like to fuck people up. You know, like I love blood and shit. Like, so like whoever wants to fight me, let me know. Like pull up to ATL. You know, Atlanta, Georgia. Let me know. We can do a street fight, boxing fight, anything you want. Like type shit. Like this is some real nigga shit right here. Like. We like to fight out here, ATL. So, hey, you know what, man? Let me ask you this: when are you gonna have a Misfits event in ATL?
Good question. We were actually considering it for one of the cards, but the venue was off. Was booked.
Oh my god, bro. Let me know when you have an event in ATL, you know, I wanna come type shit, you know. And you know, hopefully you bring that bum ass kid KSI, you know.
Yo,
Hey,
chill
watch
out,
your
Wayne.
mouth, bitch. Watch your
Hey,
mouth.
You,
Watch your
you,
hey,
you
mouth.
this the
thought the
only
fan
time.
wasn't
Hey,
Hey,
here?
don't be
Listen,
hey,
getting on
defend.
Wayne,
KSI.
Yo,
Wayne,
Don't
you
defend.
ever
thought
talk about
fan
Yo,
wasn't
KSI, you
defend.
here?
little bum.
Yo,
Don't ever
defend.
talk about
KSI is gonna
KSI. Fuck
unfollow
you.
you.
No. Fuck you.
You
Fuck you.
didn't do
Get out
that
of here.
promise.
Get
You're
out of here,
still
you
fat
bum.
as
Listen, don't
fuck.
worry. No, I still
You're
got
still
time. I still
All
got
right,
200
time.
all
pounds.
right,
Don't
all
ever
right,
mention
all right.
Alright,
KSI, you
We're
guys.
bitch.
keeping it
Alright.
positive.
Imagine being
Alright.
200
No.
Wayne,
Fuck
pounds.
you.
Wayne,
Don't ever mention
Alright, guys.
Wayne,
KSI, bro.
Wayne.
What's
You
up?
normally ask
Wayne
me.
chose violent.
You normally ask me a really tough question, but today
Uh,
you're extra angry, picking fights
let
with
me ask you
everyone.
a question, Mams. All right,
One question, go.
all right. When is KSI gonna be a man and fight Jake Paul?
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
I mean, I don't know what kind of question this is. It's
It's
it's a
not a
loaded
question. This is a
question.
statement.
Then I have no response to a statement that I disagree with.
Okay, we'll go with
This man
Micah.
chose violence today. God damn.
Let's go with Micah quickly. Get them out of the way.
What's up, gang? How you doing?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, first off, I didn't say this last time, and bro got mad at me. So first, guys, I want to give a shout out to my number one fan, my number one supporter, AT. You know, he's been subscribing to the YouTube, liking all my posts, watching all my fights. So this time, I remember to mention you, bro. How you doing, AT?
Mams, why all these amateurs keep calling my name? Look, yeah, I like his pictures because he's a promising amateur. Turn pro first, then we can talk.
But I'm
you,
ready for you, man. Nah, but it's good. AT is a real supporter, guys.
At, you're the new Ginty of the space. Everyone wants to challenge
Hey,
you.
I love it. If I can fight, look, trust me, if I can fight 10, 20 times a year, I'll fucking do it. I never got
Hey,
to work.
you know what? Shout out to you for this show you're putting on as well. You want to talk about that for a quick sec?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I got Creator Fight League coming up next week in Nashville, Tennessee. It's pretty much for small time creators to mid levels to high levels who want to improve, build confidence, and actually want to fight. It's
It's a
open to
pretty it's a
everybody.
it's a pretty good card. I'm gonna be there. I'll come and watch.
Hey, there you guys go. So whoever's been fucking hating and saying, "Oh, Creator Fight League's gonna look," Mams Taylor say he's gonna be there. This is your time to
You
show
did
and
it. You
improve.
did it before you did anything. What did you called me and you said, "Hey, I want to do this creator
Yep.
fight league. It's for smaller influencers." We spoke about it, and you had my blessing pretty quickly. But it's just about honestly, I value good manners over everything. Loyalty, good manners, things like that. And at the end of the day, I want you to be successful. And to be honest, it'll be great to have Creator Fight League grow. And I wish you the best of luck. And if I can help with it, I will.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, ma'am. For everybody who don't know, we're going to be having a space in 30 minutes talking about the main events and the fighters. Look, my goal is to make Creator Fight League the NXT to Misfits, to build fighters, people who want to grow, because we all know not everybody's going to fight on Misfits. But hey, you have a chance to improve and showcase your skills, build your following on Creator Fight League, and work your way up to eventually to a Misfits in the future. That's the goal.
Beautiful. Sandy, let's the fan, what's up? You got your hand up.
Bro, I just want to say, Wayne, don't ever fucking mention KSI ever again, bro. This is why I
The fuck are
blocked
you
you.
gonna do, nigga? You're
Bro,
fat
you're
as
Okay.
too
fuck.
out there.
You're
You're too out
300
All
there.
pounds,
right.
my
Come on,
nigga.
guys.
Damn, I
Nah,
didn't
You
Keep
haven't
even
it
get
lost
a
five
civil.
question.
pounds in
That's
10
crazy.
years,
bro,
you
fuck
Guys,
fucking
you, bro.
bum.
guys.
Hey,
Nigga,
Keep
come
it
on.
civil. Come
It's
on.
it's
look,
okay.
I'm
Honestly,
grateful.
it's very civil. At the end of the day, we're all. I think everyone. KSI is doing his thing.
Yo,
He's
I, I
he's
just,
very happy right now. He's enjoying life. When he makes his return, it's going to be epic. Jake Paul has a body shot challenge, sparring body shot challenge against Tyson. It's going to be great. People are going to love it.
what do you mean body shot?
Everyone's happy. Everyone's
What do you,
Body
Yeah.
shots,
hey,
bitch.
yo,
Wayne, it's
man,
all
let
good.
me
Don't
ask you
worry.
this. Let me ask you this. You're telling me you would not take that Mike Tyson fight on Netflix if
absolutely
KSI
not.
got offered to? Why
No,
are you lying?
I'm
Why are
not.
you lying?
I am definitely not
I
lying.
swear to God, on my mother's
KSI,
life, you're fucking lying right now. I swear to God, you would take that
bro, how much do you
instantly.
love your
No
mother? How
hesitation.
much do you love
Oh,
your
come
mother?
on, Wayne.
Hey, yo, man, no disrespect, but I swear to God, you would take that fight
I
instantly.
swear to God, I would not even consider that fight. I love
Okay, then.
Mike Tyson.
Okay,
He's
why do you want to fight Floyd Mayweather? Why do you want to fight bum ass Conor McGregor, who who lost to Khabib, who
He's
hasn't
not
won since
60.
2019. He's a
Wayne,
bum.
he's not 60.
Yeah,
He's
Wayne,
not
they're
on the
not they're
Wait, I
verge
not
mean
of
they're
death.
not
2020.
exactly
He's not
Tyson,
about
are
I
to
they?
mean, Wayne,
die, bro.
they're all actually active currently. They're still
Bro,
fighting
bro,
currently.
McGregor's literally about to fight, bro. Like,
Mike touched 20 odd years ago,
Mike
Jackson.
has bad
That's brilliant.
nerve damage. He's older. It's gonna be, look, if it's an exhibition and it's safe, then God bless them. Let them make their bag, and good luck to them. KSI would definitely not take that fight. And you got to understand, KSI is in a different tax bracket to Jake, so he doesn't need the money.
I
Hey,
mean,
Mams,
Exactly.
last
let's not
question. Are
forget
we going
this.
to see Leon Wells versus Roy Jones Jr.? That's the fight we all want to see.
Leon, listen, Leon knows whenever he wants to fight, whatever he wants. I take Leon. Leon is the realist. He keeps it real in the small council. If he, we spoke about him fighting Idris a while ago. Whenever Leon wants to make that walk, it's it's an open door. He knows that.
Yeah, I noticed on Idris's last video or so, he reckons that Leon has a real, like, he doesn't like him basically, he thinks. And there's something that he's out to get him.
Well,
I think he just needs to earn that shot. He don't
Yo,
deserve Leon.
I
daily
think
reminder.
the weight difference is pretty big. So I don't know how we're going to make that happen. But
Yo.
at the end of the day, I think Leon would be a massive draw on Misfits. I think Idris. I got to call him because I know he's been a little sad about not being on Misfits as uh, in the time that he wants. But we'll get him on there. And Chris Avia's fighting against Pettis. Let's see how that plays out. We all want to see Idris against maybe the winner of that fight. You know.
That'll be
I'm just
good.
gonna
That'll be
say
good.
this. All right, daily reminder: Mams, Taylors, and KSI make fun of Jake Paul for fighting MMA fighters just for them to beg an MMA fighter to fight
Um,
Who
KSI.
did we beg, Wayne? Who did we beg?
Y'all want
Who
to
the
fight?
fuck did we
All of a
beg?
sudden, all of us. Who's we, nigga? You fat ass don't do nothing with
Okay,
your life. You fat
okay.
fuck.
But listen,
All right,
you will never
All
even
I'm
be
saying,
1% of
Wayne.
KSI's worth.
All I'm saying is Pineda clears. Pineda,
Pineda,
100%.
that
Pineda
autistic
clears.
fuck.
100%.
Bro, that kid is retarded.
On that note, Wayne, vamos, we're gonna go to Chris Fitz. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Chris Fitz.
two last questions, then I got to bounce,
Right,
guys.
Chris Fitz and then Lens, because they haven't had their chances yet.
What's
Okay,
going
fair.
on, Mams? How you doing today?
I'm pretty good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Quick question and then a follow-up question. Quick question: is there any talks of getting "What's Up, Brother" sketch on the on Misfits?
Fred asked me this the other week.
I saw that.
There haven't been any talks yet, but if he's interested, then we'd be interested to see what he's if he's if he wants to fight, we'll facilitate.
All right, thank you. And then the next question, the follow-up is: I know there's not going to be any kickoffs for Misfits 14. Do you think there will be kickoffs on Misfits 15 or 16?
Yes, I think they'll be back for 16.
And you said that one's a pay-per-view. Do you know what month that one will be in?
June.
Perfect. Thank you, Mams.
All
Sure.
right, we'll go with Lens, and I believe Amber's got one or two questions from the KSI community as well, Mams, if that's all right.
All right, and then we'll end it there.
All right.
Yo, Mams, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. I've got three questions, if that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Number one is to do with King Kenny versus Adam Brooks. The winner of that, like, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could get a load of hate, but I hope it's gonna be Adam. Like, if he wins, would you like consider giving him a title shot after it?
Depends on how he wins. And look, if he pulls off a Max Holloway, then it's hard to argue, and let's see how it goes. It's
Winner gets sold.
Yeah, fair.
that's definitely a possibility there too, and I think I'm I'm a fan of Adam Brooks and Kenny as
Yeah.
fighters and as people. They're both good people. I get along with them really well, really respectful, and I consider them friends. I may the best man win.
Yeah, no lie, but I've got a lot of love for Adam, I can't lie. But also number two, would you ever consider bringing Misfits to Brighton?
We have considered it.
Hell no.
No, Brighton's great.
Yeah, Brighton's a good
When
spot, AT. I think you enjoy it a lot, especially the
It's
nightlife.
like me telling Mams bring Misfits to Oakland.
No, AT, I'm being serious. You'll like the nightlife in Brighton.
Hey, shout out to
You
Oak
said,
Queen.
Yeah,
I
wait,
love
wait,
Oak
wait.
Queen.
Sandy, Mams, did Sandy said the knife flight?
No, no, the night.
At
Oh,
he's making a joke because I think there's a big homosexual community there that has nightlife. So uh,
AT
Sandy's
is
trying
brilliant.
to
Was hugging.
Sandy's giving you a
Hey,
hugging
I
joke.
could
But
definitely,
listen,
yeah.
I think Brighton is the birthplace of one Joe Weller. So
yes,
it's
yes,
something to
yes,
keep in mind. All
yes.
right, next question.
Yeah. So obviously, there's one fighter that hasn't fought in many years that I really want to see come back, and that is Danny from Raka Raka. Is there any chance that he could come back into the space?
I haven't spoken to him, but if he's interested, yes, I'm a fan of him potentially fighting on Misfits for sure. I like the idea.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you, Mams, for your time.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
Cheers. You too.
100%.
See ya.
All right, Amber, what has the KSI community got for Mams before we
There's
end it?
actually a bunch, but I'm only going to ask a couple of them. So
Go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead. Let's go through them all. Quick fire round.
Okay,
Go
okay,
ahead.
cool. So, when is Tennessee next fighting? Could we see her maybe fight on the same card as Danny Irons?
I'd like to make that happen. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are we going to have people's trainers, coaches, or managers at press conferences?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, is Misfits Manor or something similar being brought back for 15 or any future cards like pay-per-views or anything?
It relates more to the question that was asked about Ultimate Fighter style show. So something's being worked on.
Okay, cool. Would you be open to putting Nick Ireland versus Rand Johnson on a card since they both have a big rivalry from social glows?
Possibly.
Cool. Sorry. We've been seeing Samuel Erickson tease his debut on Misfits. Do we know of a time frame when he would be fighting?
Within the next couple of cards.
Cool. Um, oh yeah, and the last two are just if you considered coming to places like Philly or Liverpool.
Liverpool was a Darren Till thing. I think we were looking at definitely up for consideration. Philly again, the commission is a little bit strict, so we'd have to do that at a later date.
I believe a lot of people have been asking about Scotland as well. Will there be an event there at any time?
I'd love to do something in Scotland.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to jump in. What about Birmingham? Sorry.
Birmingham. I'll be honest with you. If the venue was available on May 11th, Birmingham was my first choice just because of Ryan Taylor and Mist.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And that would have
So
been packed if that actually happened.
Hey, Mams,
yeah.
will we see B-Day versus Simple Simon? Now that's a banger.
All right, guys. On that note, I hope you
All
have
right.
an amazing night. Thank you for joining.
All right. Thank you,
Take care,
Mams.
man.
See ya, Mams.
Bye, guys.